Brace yourself, awakened soul. The universe is trembling with motion, and tonight, the air itself feels charged with a current that words can barely touch. We are standing inside the convergence of two colossal forces, a geomagnetic storm that is rippling through Earth's magnetic field, and Uranus retrograding back into Taurus, rewriting the laws of stability. This is not coincidence. This is orchestration, cosmic precision. Every heartbeat, every flicker in your thoughts right now is a reflection of the sky above you. A magnetic storm is shaking the planet's aura, and with it, your own. The invisible architecture of energy that holds reality together is shifting, unpredictable, electric, and deeply personal. The supermoon that illuminated your path days ago did not fade away. It left a luminous portal behind, still open, still pulsing, still influencing you in ways your conscious mind can't fully comprehend. You can feel it, can't you? The static in the air, the way time feels stretched thin, the way emotions rise and fall like waves you can't control. The geomagnetic storm is feeding on that lunar residue, amplifying it. Uranus, the cosmic awakener, drinks from that same well of chaos, stirring rebellion in the heart of Taurus, the sign of calm, comfort, and routine. In the middle of this storm, before we go further, if your soul resonates with these words, if you can feel the vibration moving through you right now, subscribe and comment 999 below. That sacred number is your manifestation code, the symbol of divine completion and transformation. When you write it, you declare to the universe, I am ready for the next stage of awakening. You align yourself with the current of change that's sweeping across the planet. Something enormous is moving through the human field. You can sense it in people's voices, in their restlessness, in the strange tension that fills even ordinary moments. The quiet ones, the watchers, the listeners, the ones who have kept their peace all year, are beginning to tremble from the inside out. Their silence is cracking. Uranus is stirring the unspoken rebellion buried within them, the dormant power they've kept sealed away for too long. Those who once hid their fire are about to blaze. And this is the sacred paradox. The calmest souls, the patient ones, the ones who never shout, they are about to become the loudest, not through anger, but through revelation. The time of silent endurance is ending. Uranus retrograde doesn't whisper, it erupts. It forces what's been buried to surface. You may see people around you showing sides you've never known, revealing truths they themselves didn't realize they carried. It's not madness, it's awakening. Every outburst, every confession, every unexpected decision, it's pressure finding release. This is not chaos for chaos's sake. This is divine disruption. The cosmic architect is rearranging the patterns of your comfort. The stillness that once felt sacred is now being tested, stretched, broken, so that you can see what lies beyond it. The universe is calling you to remember who you are beneath the mask of predictability. You were never meant to stay dormant forever. The storm doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to reveal you. The double event above is not just an astronomical alignment, it's a mirror. As the magnetic fields pulse, as Uranus turns, your own energetic field begins to recalibrate. Old layers fall away. Emotional sediment rises to the surface. You may feel disoriented, reactive, uncertain, but that's how transformation feels at first. You are shedding timelines, releasing inherited fear, preparing for a new pattern of being. The ones who understand this, the chosen ones who have been still observant, patient, are about to rise. Not as rebels against the world, but as restorers of divine order. Their awakening will look like rebellion to the sleeping, but it is actually remembrance. And when they finally speak, the vibration will echo across dimensions. Stay centered in the storm. This is only the beginning. The energy that has been dormant is awakening inside you. And as this double spiritual event unfolds, your mission becomes clear. Remain grounded while the world flips, because soon you won't just witness the change, you will become the change. Taurus energy is usually the heartbeat of calm, steady, sensual, secure. It's the zodiac's garden, where stability grows and beauty blooms. But now, under the electric hand of Uranus retrograde, that very soil is trembling. What once nourished is now revealing its shadows. The comfort zones that kept you safe are being turned inside out so you can see what's truly driving your attachments. Let's begin with the simplest Taurus gift: pleasure, food, taste, the ritual of nourishment. Normally, this is sacred. Taurus reminds us to savor life's sweetness, to connect with the senses. But now, many are crossing into distortion. The plate becomes a battlefield, the appetite a disguise for emotional hunger. What was once enjoyment becomes a silent rebellion against spiritual pressure. You may notice cravings appearing out of nowhere, or the sudden urge to indulge just to feel something solid amid the shifting energy. This isn't gluttony, it's the soul, searching for grounding when the ground itself feels unstable. Then comes beauty, another Taurus domain. Under balance, beauty reflects divine harmony. It heals. Yet this retrograde has begun to twist that reflection. Mirrors are turning into magnifying glasses for insecurity. People are feeling hyper-aware of flaws, measuring their worth through comparison, chasing a perfection that doesn't exist. Beauty has stopped being a celebration and turned into control. And that's what this cosmic cycle wants to expose: the illusion that peace can be found through external validation. And what about comfort? The soft blanket Taurus wraps around the soul. The steady routines, the familiar spaces, the quiet moments that once felt like home, even those are shifting. What was once sanctuary may now feel suffocating. You may catch yourself restless in places that used to feel safe, craving movement, craving air. It's not that your home has changed, it's that your vibration no longer fits inside its old boundaries. The cocoon is too small for the wings you're growing. Uranus does not destroy for the sake of destruction. It shakes to awaken. It takes what you love most and tests it, forcing you to see whether it serves your growth or just your comfort. What you love is where the lightning strikes first. That's how Uranus teaches. It shocks what's stagnant until it breathes again. Taurus energy wants control. Uranus brings surrender. Their dance right now is wild and essential. You are being asked to balance between holding and releasing, to root yourself without becoming rigid. Can you stay grounded without clinging? Can you find security in the flow itself? The ones who will thrive in this energy are not those who resist change, but those who bend like trees in the wind, strong enough to stand, flexible enough to survive the storm. This isn't about losing everything. It's about redefining what's essential. What truly nourishes you? What truly comforts you? The answers will no longer come from habit, but from honesty. This retrograde is peeling away every false layer of stability so that the real foundations, faith, adaptability, and divine trust can rise to the surface. If you feel like your routines are falling apart, don't panic. They're being rewritten. What feels like loss is simply the universe removing what can't carry you forward. This is Taurus being reborn through lightning. Sensual yet electric, peaceful yet revolutionary. And in this moment, you are learning the secret of endurance, not by holding tighter, but by learning to release with grace. Because true stability isn't about what you possess, it's about who you are when everything else changes. The true awakening unfolding right now is not what most people believe. It isn't about unlocking hidden powers, ascending to ethereal planes, or collecting spiritual titles. No, this one cuts deeper. This is the awakening that undoes you before it rebuilds you. It's the moment the universe strips away your false anchors and forces you to see where your trust truly lies. You see, the old story of awakening focused on addition, on gaining more light, more gifts, more clarity. But the era we're in now, the Uranus in Taurus era, teaches through subtraction. It's not about what you can gain, it's about what you can lose without losing yourself. The job you thought was permanent, the relationship you believed unbreakable, the identity that made you feel safe. All of these can suddenly shift, crumble, or dissolve under this energy. And it's not punishment, it's purification. When the illusions of permanence vanish, something sacred happens. You begin to see what's real. This is why so many feel disoriented, restless, or strangely detached. The universe isn't trying to hurt you. It's trying to loosen your grip. It wants you to stop clutching the edges of old realities that no longer align with your expansion. Uranus challenges the Taurus instinct to cling. It whispers, adaptation is the new power. So if you feel as though the ground beneath you is sliding, understand this. Your higher self is building wings where once there were roots. The old version of you knew stability as control. The new version of you will know stability as trust. To the ego, this looks like chaos. To the soul, it's liberation. The exhaustion many feel right now isn't laziness, it's spiritual recalibration. Your body is doing the work before your mind can name it. The geomagnetic storms and energetic surges are not just external phenomena, they're signals reverberating through your nervous system. You may wake up tired, need more rest than usual, or feel unmotivated for no apparent reason. That's not weakness, it's release. The body is purging what the mind refuses to let go of. Think of it this way: your body is an antenna, and Earth's magnetic field is its signal. When that field shifts, so does your inner current. The fatigue you feel is your nervous system recalibrating to a new spiritual frequency. Your cells are rewriting themselves to match the vibration of the new Earth. The heaviness you sense is the shedding of density, the clearing of outdated codes embedded in your very being. This is why control no longer works. You can't schedule your way through ascension. You can't organize your awakening into tidy lists and linear plans. This chapter requires surrender. The kind of surrender that terrifies the ego but frees the soul. The cosmic storm is dismantling what's temporary so you can remember what's eternal. The truth is, you were never meant to stay the same. The fatigue, the unease, the sense of being suspended between two worlds, it's all part of your metamorphosis. You're being stretched between the self you've been and the self you're becoming, between the comfort of habit and the freedom of faith. And in that tension lies the sacred question every chosen one must face. Can you love yourself through the undoing? Can you stay kind, patient, and centered while everything familiar dissolves? Look closely at what's unfolding around you. The restlessness, the strange fatigue, the flicker of tension that moves through people like invisible lightning. This isn't just emotional weather, it's energetic architecture being rewritten in real time. The geomagnetic storm, now coursing through the planet, isn't merely scientific data, it's spiritual signal. The same magnetic field that wraps the Earth also threads through your body, your mind, your emotions. When it trembles, you do too. People feel it, but can't explain it. Some wake up drained, no matter how much they sleep. Others are snapping, crying, or withdrawing without clear reason. The world seems to be spinning faster, while time itself dissolves. Hours vanish, memories blur, days fold into one another. This is not coincidence. The solar winds are striking the planet's magnetic shield, bending it, reshaping it, and those waves are reverberating through your nervous system, through your sense of time, through your perception of self. You're not tired for no reason. Your body is processing frequencies that the mind can't yet interpret. Your cells are decoding cosmic language, bursts of energy that feel like pressure, restlessness, or confusion. This is what it feels like when your biology upgrades before your awareness does. The exhaustion isn't collapse, it's calibration. And it's not only personal. Collectively, humanity is experiencing a kind of energetic disorientation, like a shared dream suddenly being rewritten mid-scene. Families are arguing over nothing. Friends are misreading each other's words. Online, communities that once felt harmonious now hum with unspoken tension. It's as if invisible cords that once linked us have been momentarily unplugged, leaving everyone grasping for connection in a field of static. Geomagnetic storms disturb not just electricity, they disturb coherence. They push every living being slightly out of sync so that a new rhythm can emerge. During these hours and days, empathy fluctuates wildly. People who are usually calm may lose composure. Those who radiate optimism might retreat into silence. Don't take it personally, it's energetic physics. The heart's electromagnetic field, the literal signal of your emotions, is being tuned to a new frequency. That's why time feels distorted. It's why so many are acting as though they're running out of time, making impulsive choices, ending things suddenly, starting others with desperation. On a metaphysical level, the brain is trying to anchor to linear time, while the soul is moving through a spiral one. You're sensing multiple timelines pressing against each other, the past fading, the future leaking in. It feels like urgency, but it's actually acceleration. You might also notice moments of strange clarity amid the chaos, flashes where the noise disappears and you know exactly what's happening. That's your higher consciousness cutting through the interference. The universe always leaves windows of stillness inside every storm. If you breathe deeply in those moments, you'll feel it, the quiet hum of divine intelligence orchestrating everything. When you see people acting out of character, remember this: they're not losing themselves, they're shedding the masks they wore in a calmer frequency. The truth of who they are is being revealed under magnetic pressure. The collective ego, the illusion of control, hierarchy, and certainty is cracking. What's left is raw humanity, unfiltered emotion, spiritual honesty. And though it may feel chaotic, this storm has purpose. It's shaking us free from mechanical patterns of living, from autopilot behavior, from timelines that no longer serve the soul's expansion. The world is not falling apart. It's being resynchronized with cosmic rhythm. You, chosen one, are not a victim of this magnetic turbulence. You are part of its design. Your energy body is a tuning fork for planetary balance. Every time you choose peace amid confusion, you stabilize the field around you. Every breath of conscious calm you take sends coherence rippling through the collective. That's why it feels heavier lately, because your light is being called to anchor more than your share. We have reached the breaking point of this cycle, the moment when the storm's roar becomes revelation. Uranus has returned to Taurus not as a visitor, but as a revolution written in the stars. The calm, steady rhythms of Taurus are being rewritten by electric hands. What was stable is shifting. What was predictable is trembling. The future is not arriving gently. It's erupting through the cracks of the present. You can already feel it in the world around you. Institutions that once seemed immovable now wobble. Financial systems, governments, social orders, all showing fractures where we once believed there was stone. The illusion of permanence is dissolving, and with it, the illusion of control. Humanity built its comfort on the false promise that safety could be found in material certainty. But Uranus has come to remind us, nothing external was ever meant to be your anchor. This isn't destruction for chaos's sake, it's divine reconstruction. The storm is the architect. The collapse is the blueprint for what comes next. Every system shaking right now, from banks to belief systems, is being asked the same question the universe asks you. Are you still aligned with truth? If not, it will fall. Not as punishment, but as mercy. The same question echoes through your own life. Where are you still holding on out of fear? What roles, habits, or attachments still keep you chained to yesterday's version of yourself? Uranus is cutting those cords. It doesn't wait for permission. It removes what no longer fits your frequency. If you feel like your world is rearranging, that's because your soul demanded it. This is the fulfillment of prayers you didn't realize you'd already prayed. Prayers for growth, authenticity, and freedom. The retrograde brings with it an odd sensation, sideways clarity. You're not being dragged backward, you're standing still while the old world tilts around you. Watch it bend. Watch the structures warp. You'll notice that what collapses isn't random. The things built on fear fall first. The things built on truth endure. This is Uranus's mercy disguised as madness. For the chosen ones, this is your cue. You've waited, you've listened, you've observed in silence. But now, silence itself is becoming a cage. The voice within you that whispers, speak, move, act, is no longer asking, it's demanding. The revolution you've been sensing is not outside of you. It begins in your choices. Every act of authenticity is rebellion. Every step toward purpose is revolution. You don't need the world's permission. The divine current is already flowing through you. The moment you decide to move, the path unfolds beneath your feet. That's the law of Uranus. Movement births direction. The universe doesn't ask you to have the plan, it asks you to trust the impulse. To leap and let faith be the landing. Look again at what's falling apart around you. Relationships ending, jobs changing, paths diverging. These are not failures. They're fractures in the illusion that life had to look a certain way. What's being removed is the scaffolding of the old world so that your spirit can finally build something real. The same magnetic chaos that once frightened you is now the creative force sculpting your next chapter. And through it all, a new Earth is being born. Not as a distant prophecy, but as a vibration within every awakened heart. This future Earth energy carries rebellion, yes, but also resurrection. It asks you to stop waiting for miracles and realize that you are the miracle, that your awareness, your courage, your willingness to change, these are the seeds of the new world. So stand tall in the electric silence after the storm. Feel the pulse of the earth beneath your feet, humming like a heartbeat, returning to rhythm. The chaos was never random. It was recalibration. The retrograde was never regression. It was revelation. You are not the same as you were before this energy began to move. You have been initiated, stripped of illusions, reshaped by lightning, anointed by storm. You now understand what stability truly means. Not comfort, but consciousness. Not security, but surrender. The storm is over. The awakening begins.